But it also gave me another problem, and that is, how can you digest large amounts of information in such a small area, such a small space? Chapter 2 is about 182 pages long, and that gave me another idea, that is, maybe we can analyze that chapter beforehand and then sell that analysis. So here's that brought me to this idea. Here is a example of what I call gravity. And what gravity actually is a mix of what we saw in the previous presentation for case text, the heat maps, and for Jade.io, the hotspots. So the way it will work is, I'll just briefly, this is a interactive demo. So the way it would work is that, for instance, you have 3 keywords which might or might not be in chapter 2. And those 3 keywords might be preemptive, differences, or arbitration. These are actual keywords I use for my data set. So you speak those 3 keywords, and then what we can provide you in a really quick analysis is where on which line those keywords might be relevant, just like in a heat map. And the bubbles you see right now are an indicator of where in this document those 3 keywords are most prevalent, are most relevant, and where they're not. So I'll just go through the interaction. So here you see slowly on line 50, differences is more prevalent than preemptive, and arbitration is continuously mentioned. And I'll go a few steps further, and you'll see that arbitration becomes more relevant at the end of the document. So it is at the end of the chapter, arbitration is most often mentioned, and preemptive is also mentioned, but in a lower relevancy rate. And so that's the end of the document. So basically, this is just a prototype. It's just an experiment I was working with. It's actually created based on real data. And how it works is, it works on all legal matter, not just case law. It also works great with crowdsourced data. It works in real time without a taxonomy, and it's interactive. And what it also makes it helpful is that instead of you're selling a chapter of 186 pages, you can sell the analysis of 186 pages, which helps a user quickly dive in and get the essence of the document for you. So to summarize, you cannot use it for long reading. Voice might be a better input than vision. Use simple graphics, and it works with as an e-commerce application.